What did they do differently at your friend's house growing up? His father and mother kissed in front of me. I never saw my father and mother kissing. Left the butter sitting out all the time, and her mom chain-smoked Misty Menthol 120s. That butter tasted like Nicorette. They asked permission to leave the table after eating. At my house, we just disappeared like ninjas. My friend's parents had a unique bedtime story tradition. Instead of fairy tales, they read us the instruction manuals for appliances. Nothing like drifting off to sleep with dreams of dishwashers. Lived in the projects, but my friend's dad was a carpenter and he put in wooden floors, changed tiles, installed light dimmers, etc. RIP to him. Expressed love for one another verbally. Ordered different food when they got Chinese. I was offered to stay for dinner and am expecting egg fried rice and battered chicken drenched in a sugary sauce like usual. But instead it was normal healthy options and the mother had boiled regular white rice rather than buy it in. I saw it too with pizza, ordering the alternative ones with vegetables or anchovies rather than just the meat feast dripping with oil. The mom would cook one item for a meal, like green beans. The next day they might have chicken. Let me live there when I was homeless and taught me how to play guitar. My family is all about taking shoes off at the door, but my best friend's family would just walk around with their sneakers on like it was no big deal. Blew my mind. They had gasp communication. Like actual conversations where people said what they meant instead of passive-aggressively slamming cabinet doors. Wild. My friends' families would actually sit down at dinner and have conversations with each other. I was amazed. At my house, my mother would put a meal in front of me at the kitchen table, then take her dinner, go into her bedroom, close the door, and eat her dinner while she read a book. I had the dog and the cat for company. My mother never understood why I loved having dinner at my friends' houses. Didn't hit their kids when they were angry or the kids misbehaved. I saw one friend spread her legs, place her hands on hips, throw back her head and yell, "No!" in her mother's face. I would have gotten an out before my mom slapped me in the mouth. I was shocked. Stuff all over the place. Not really trash and not so much that one would consider them hoarders, but like the complete antithesis to order. My friend's bedroom and closet looked like someone backed a truck of stuff up to the room and shoved it all out, and he decided to just stick with that aesthetic. More than one box of cereal can be open and used at one time. Not like open, but in my house you couldn't break the seal on a new box of cereal without finishing the current box of cereal entirely. At my friends' houses, there was always multiple cereals to choose from for breakfast on any given morning. This is a weird one, but my friend's mom was an obsessive clean freak, whereas my parents were regular sane people. I really admired her work. She washed her car every other day, she mopped their garage, everything was always perfect over there. I was obsessed with her attention to detail, so now 40 years later I do stuff like mop my garage. I had a friend in high school whose family was the opposite. They were wealthy, but slobs. I remember they had a relatively small laundry room, so they piled their dirty laundry in the garage. The pile was the size of a small car. I haven't seen anything like that since. Answer the phone more finally than hello. The Baker residence, this is Renee. Had a maid who ironed everything, including their underwear. Throwing away food. Scraps you do throw away. Yeah, understandable. I saw my friend eat a tiny bite of chicken, then her mom just threw it away. The kids didn't help clean up after dinner and apparently had zero chores. Blew my mind and made me feel weird every time. I still wonder how they ended up as adults.